Hold on for a minute. It's very hot today. Let me turn on my AC first. Sweltering summers have transformed AC from a luxury to a necessity today. When there is a sizable number of people who can't do without them, then there is a substantial market for it. Today in this video, we are going to analyze about one of the prominent players in air conditioner industry, which is Blue Star. Blue Star is India's one of the leading air conditioner and commercial refrigeration company. It has a dominant market share and is amongst the top 3 in almost every category where it has a presence. Today, 1 out of 3 every commercial building in India has a Blue Star product. The company exports its products to 90 plus countries, which include Africa, Middle East, SARS and Asian regions. The company has 5 manufacturing facilities, 2 in Himachal Pradesh, 1 in Dadra, Wada and Ahmedabad, and in total has 32 offices and 3600 channel partners. While Blue Star may be a giant today, but every successful enterprise starts with a commitment and vision of the people behind it. The story of Blue Star starts with the founder, Mr. Mohan T. Advani. Mohan Advani was born in Hyderabad on November 11th of 1912 to Gulibai and Tola Singh Advani. He graduated from DJ Singh College in 1934. While his father wanted him to join civil services, he wanted to pursue BA in History and Economics. Mohan Advani was a BA graduate, but he engineered and innovated the products at Blue Star. He proved that innovation doesn't need any engineering degree because he is passionate and dedicated towards the Blue Star. Today, Blue Star is one of the India's leading air conditioning and commercial refrigeration company. It also has presence not only in India but also in the international markets as well. The company continues to innovate and develop cutting-edge cooling technologies while maintaining its commitment to quality and customer satisfaction. A few important patents that the company won include refrigerant recovery in multi-air conditioner system and method for maintaining optimum condensing temperature at low load in heating mode in VRF systems. There are several other patents with the Blue Star company. If it is clear to you, now let's understand the industry size and then we'll get into the Blue Star business and its strengths and everything. The air conditioning market penetration in India stands at around 14 to 16%, which is very lower than the global average of 42%, which indicates the potential of the air conditioning market to grow in the future. From FY15 to 20, the industry witnessed a healthy growth rates of around 14% and 16% respectively in terms of value and volume. In FY23, it is anticipated that the industry will grow at nearly more than 20%. Moreover, the growth trajectory is expected to continue in FY24, driven by long-term growth catalysts. The demand for the industry is driven by several factors that include rapid urbanization, pharmaceutical industries, food and beverage industries, shopping malls, so several other factors are there. These are the factors which are going to drive the industry in the near future. Now, if it is clear to you, let us understand what Blue Star do. Blue Star's business is divided into 3 different segments. First one, electromechanical projects and commercial air conditioning systems. Second, unitary products. Third one, professional electronics and industrial systems. Now let's understand each of the segment in detail. In the electromechanical project segment, they design, engineer and execute the large air conditioning and ventilation projects, plumbing projects and as well as the infrastructure projects. In the commercial air conditioning system, they manufacture complete range of energy efficient air conditioners and ducted split air conditioners. They also manufacture highly energy efficient water cooled VRFs and as well as the oil free chillers. Moving to the second segment, which is unitary products, in which they manufacture room air conditioners and as well as the deep freezers, water purifiers, medical refrigeration systems as well. And the third segment includes healthcare systems, data security solutions and testing machines and as well as the industrial automation systems as well. Strengths of the business. Focused R&D and innovation. Blue Star has best-in-class infrastructure which includes performance test labs, reliability testing facilities, electronic labs and high-end workstations for CAD and analysis. The company has 6 registered designs and has also applied for the 30 more patents. Blue Star inaugurated a world-class innovation center in Thane in FY23 and the generous grant of 100 crores was spread over for 5 years. Gold Standard Service. Blue Star continues to invest in improving customer service network under the Gold Standard Service mission. It has also expanded its network to Tier 2, 3, 4, 5 cities and towns. The third strength of the company is its widespread network. The company has its presence in Middle East, Africa and as well as the South Asia regions. Now the company is planning to enter into North America and as well as the Europe regions. If we look at the revenue breakdown by geography wise, 8% of the revenues is coming from India, but the remaining 92% is coming from the foreign countries. Fourth point, huge manufacturing footprint. As I already mentioned earlier, there are 5 manufacturing facilities of the company. 2 in Himachal Pradesh, 1 in Dadra, Wada and Ahmedabad, and recently they have also launched the 1 in Sri City. Fifth point, diversified revenue streams. If we look at the revenue breakdown for FY23, the overall revenue is 7,976 crores, out of which segment 1 contributed 4,015 crores, segment 2 contributed 3,626 crores, and segment 3 contributed 334 crores. Sixth point, diversified product base. Blue Star has vast and diversified product base, which includes inverter split ACs, window ACs, air coolers, VLSI cooler and super coolers, and as well as the centrifugal chillers. We understand that you may be unfamiliar with many of the words that I have mentioned now. So as Warren Buffett suggested that never invest in a business that you don't understand. So even at the cost of making this explanation long, we want to explain you what AC is and how AC is built. Now let's understand what is an air conditioner and how it is built. There are actually four major components in the AC system, which includes evaporator coil, condenser, compressor, and as well as the expansion valve. Evaporator coil. Evaporator coil is the main component of the AC which absorbs the heat from the air inside your room. It is essential for the heat exchange in the AC and is made up of copper. These coils are usually made with copper but can also be made from steel and aluminum. The reason why they choose copper is it has better thermal conductivity and it also easier to work with. I think you have understand how important the copper is. If you understand the importance of copper, you need to know the another part of the story as well. Till 2018, India is a net exporter of copper. But from 2018, it is a net importer of copper. Do you know the reason behind it? We are making a detailed explanation on India's copper story. Stay tuned to learn more in this regard. There is an interesting stat. India spent nearly 27,000 crores on copper imports in 2022 to 2023, which is up from 21,000 crores in an earlier year. Now you might have understood how important copper is for India, and if we are not able to manufacture or produce our own copper, we need to rely on countries like China and other countries. Second point, compressors. Compressors is like a powerhouse of the AC system. It puts the refrigerant under high pressure where it changes from gas to a liquid state. You know, as per the recent statistics, nearly 85% of the compressors are being imported. Only 15% of the compressors which are required are being manufactured in India. But why can't we manufacture our own compressors if it is really that important for AC? Three reasons why we are actually not doing. The investment required is huge due to the intricate and IP dependent nature of the process. Also, enterprises are not even engaged in manufacturing compressors or the subsystems that are required for the compressors. The other two important components of the AC is condenser and expansion valve. The opposite of the evaporator is condenser coil, which pulls away the heat from the refrigerant and ejects it to the outside environment. It is in the outdoor unit of your air conditioner. In between the condenser and evaporator, there is another little gadget called an expansion valve. The expansion valve removes pressure from the liquid refrigerant to allow expansion or change of state from liquid to vapor. Now let's understand the risks involved in the business. The cost factor. The estimated component-wise cost of manufacturing an AC is as follows. The data which we have shown is compiled from multiple data sources. This data suggests that an increase in the cost of components could also send the AC prices skyrocketing or lower the net margins of the business. If India can produce copper on its own and manufacture its own components, it allows the AC companies to manufacture the ACs at a cost lower than what they are doing now. Most of the AC manufacturers tag their products as made in India, but this is far more than reality. If we look at the products completely, nearly 50% of the components which are used in the AC are being imported from China and other countries. Blue Star's new RAC, which stands for Room Air Conditioner Plant in Sri City, would provide cost optimization and reduce its inventory days. This will be a fully integrated plant and have higher in-house manufactured content, thus reducing dependence on the imports. Coming to the next risk, which is dynamic macro environment risk. A prolonged economic slowdown may impact the work order and as well as it also reduces the revenues of the company. The international operations are exposed to geopolitical factors which include the change in tax regime and as well as the change in interest rates, and there are a lot of other factors as well. Third point, seasonality risks. All the businesses in the company's unitary product segments are seasonal in nature. Unforeseen weather patterns such as extended weather, pleasant summer, less than normal monsoon during peak selling seasons may impact the company's process and planning. Moving to the fourth point, which is profitability risks. If there is any change in the commodity prices, the overall price of the components and the AC will be increased. It will impact the profit margins. If the input costs are high, it will reduce the net margins of the company. That's how it will affect the profitability. And the last important risk of the business, regulatory and compliance risks. The company's business are exposed to evolving technologies and adherence to many regulatory compliances. Emphasis on eco-friendly refrigerants and collection of e-friendly disposal are some of the specific requirements of the company must adhere to. Now let's focus on the growth triggers. One of the major important growth factor for the company is soaring temperatures. Demand for air conditioners is rising in the countries where temperatures and income levels of the people is rising. Moreover, commercial refrigeration growth in India remains below 5%, yet with the rapid urbanization, expansion in pharmaceuticals, resurgence of retail outlets, malls, significant growth is anticipated. One of the major growth trigger of the company is PLI scheme. The production linked incentive scheme plays a crucial role in bolstering the air conditioner market in several ways. Encouragement for domestic manufacturing. This scheme will encourage the manufacturers to completely manufacture the product in India itself, which will help the domestic manufacturing and as well as control the dependency on the imports. Second important point is cost reduction. So when a company is manufacturing the whole components in India itself and is not relying on any imports, there will be a chance of reducing the cost involved. To qualify for PLI benefits, manufacturers needs to invest in technology upgrades and research and development activities. So coming to the competitiveness, this scheme enhances the competitiveness among the AC industry players because they need to perform better in order to be eligible for getting PLA benefits. So when there is this competitiveness, the industry will grow in better terms. Now let's focus on the financials of the company. Blue Star is demonstrating strong financial health and growth. The company's sales, net profit and EPS have consistently grown each year, indicating robust performance and market demand for its products and services. Now let's focus on the shareholding pattern of the company. While there has been a slight reduction in the promoter holding, there has been a steady rise in the institutional interest in the business. Now it is time for us to understand the ESG, environmental social governance. Before starting with the environmental section, I want to give you a caution because cooling is a big contributor to global warming. Most of the existing cooling equipments use hydrofluorocarbons, which is the potent greenhouse gases, and they impact the environment in a very bad manner. Since 2018, all Blue Star split ACs have phased out of the use of R22 refrigerant, which has a high global warming potential, and replaced it with more eco-friendly alternatives like R32 and R410. First section of ESG, environmental. It includes initiatives such as the usage of eco-friendly refrigerants and as well as the tree planting drives and many more. Blue Star facilities are built in such a way that they are green in their process, design and as well as the operations. The Vada factory is gold rated and the wholly owned subsidiary Blue Star Climate Act has applied for the IGBC gold rating for its Sri City plant. And the most important thing is the company ensures that these products doesn't have any lead, mercury or any other harmful material which will impact the environment. So it is basically hazard friendly management. The another important point in the environmental section is green building movement. Green building is the practice of creating structures that are environmentally friendly, right from the design, construction, operation, maintenance and at the time of deconstruction as well. Blue Star is a founding member of the Indian Green Building Council and plays an active role in the green building movement. Moving to the next point, which is social. The company adheres to diversity, equity and inclusion policy and drives gender diversity across all levels in the organization. In the area of skill development, Blue Star employs around 956 apprentices every year under the NITAP program of the central government. The company helps differently abled children by providing them with therapeutic rehabilitation support. The third section in the ESG is governance section. The company follows a well-enumerated policy named whistleblower policy. It is available not only to the employees but also across its network of business associates, providing them with a robust platform to report any unethical business practice. As of March 31, 2023, the board comprises of 10 members, out of which 8 are non-executive directors and 5 are independent directors. The board comprises of 2 women directors, out of whom 1 is an independent director. The chairman of the board is the independent director. Blue Star, with its robust legacy and innovative strides, stands a well positioned to capitalize on the growing demand for air conditioners and refrigeration in India. The company's extensive market presence, diversified portfolio, and as well as the research and development will help the company to grow in the future. And it also lays a strong development foundation for the company in the future as well. Savart is a SEBI registered investment advisor. The purpose of this content is to educate and not recommend any particular security. Please remember that investments are subject to market risks. Please conduct thorough due diligence or seek professional guidance before making any investment. Do not believe in any speculation. Now I'll turn off my AC. Meanwhile, you don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Bye.